I agree, Zubimendi is a younger Jorginho. I'm just worried about the physical aspect of him. That for me is the biggest worry. Because if he is the number 6, right? The main number 6, our midfield just got much, much weaker. And even with parts in the team, our midfield already gets overrun by the teams that play very physical football or have very physical midfield in general. That is a big worry. And also, Zubi is a deflection from the sack. Arteta make sense. The fan base all fell for it again. Easy to... Yeah, it's easy. It is very, very easy. Arsenal are in a bad situation. Push out some PR, new merch, something. Everyone's again happy. Just take your mind off the dross and the bad things that are happening. I'd rather remain with Trossard than Martinelli because there is time when Martinelli ideas are over. Martinelli, that's a complete different discussion. Completely different discussion. Martinelli... I'm not gonna lie, for me the biggest issue with Martinelli is, I wouldn't say that just like he's a speedboat without a driver, just driving straight forwards, runs the ball out of play and all this stuff, cannot score everything, but as soon as he leaves, right, he's gonna ball anywhere where he goes. Because that manager will know how to use him. In 22-23 season, right, we saw the blueprint, how we must play to maximize Martinelli's potential. Right? He got injured in the most unfortunate time to some extent. Arteta changed the tactics at the same time to complete control, to complete defensive crap and all this jazz, right, we are playing right now. And it has completely annihilated any momentum and any chances of Martinelli to express himself. So, I kind of get, and I realize that I'm a lot on Martinelli's case, but that's mostly because I know what he has done before, and I want him to get back to that level. And it's partially injury, but mostly it's the Mikel Arteta, what he has done. Martinelli is not a touchline winger. He's never gonna be one. And nobody in our squad doesn't have 10 league goals. No, top goal scorer in our teams, as it stands right now, is Havertz, 9 goals in 21 games in Premier League. Then there is Trossard with 8 in 35 games. And the third one is Martinelli with 7 goals in 31 games in Premier League. Those are our top 3 goal scorers, by the way. And then there are 3 I think on 6 goals. It includes Saka and someone else. I don't mind signing Zubimendi. I don't as well. But it's not enough. It's not enough. What I don't want is for Zubimendi thing to become a 6-month storyline that rambles on until the season has already started. Signing quick, another. Yeah, that for me is one of the biggest issues with Arsenal. We are linked with the player. We signed Calafiori a month and a half. We signed Merino for a month. Like, either you sign him or you don't at the end of the day. It shows how bang average our attack is, our defender and the attack. Yeah, it is. Like, seriously. There's no argument about that. Saka was carrying this attack, was feeding everyone's goals with assists. Yeah, Saka was top assister when he got injured, right? Like double-digit assists, like 12, 13. He got injured, had a surgery, came back, and nobody got near him still in the assist department by that time. That just shows everything. Zubimendi is a warrior and an interceptions machine. He's ready to rock and roll. We heard that he's a warrior and an interceptions machine sounds very like Mikel Merino, doesn't it? And we have seen how that has gone. He is better at striker than he's in the midfield. I'm more interested in Zubimendi's passing. Because I don't think Zubimendi is here for defensive efforts more than actually more creative parts in the midfield, because the creative aspect of the team from the midfield, specifically of the 8 and 6 positions, if Partey is out, it's very, very, very visible how awful it is. That's why clubs employ PR and marketing teams. Exactly. Spot on. Arteta ball has ruined Martinelli and Trossard amongst others. Yeah. Because we all don't want Odegaard here at the moment. Not all. Let's just say a big part of Arsenal's fan base are on Odegaard's case. They want him gone. Yet 3 seasons ago, we saw that Odegaard scored double-digit goals, double-digit assists, and all this stuff. So it's somewhat same situation as with Martinelli. We saw the blueprint, how we should play, how players should interchange with themselves to make chances to make key passes, to make proper runs, to have direct balls and everything, to score goals. And now that Arteta has changed the system, twice already by the way, it has completely ruined all these attacking players we have had. Saka is just getting GA just because Saka can do it. He has the ability to do so. Saka's performances have been bang average, mostly. But he has that skill, that ability to get that GA. So it doesn't look as bad to get us over the line. He still does it. And Arteta says, oh, you need 2 years to adjust to the system and all this stuff. Then how comes he's changing it every single goddamn season? El Clasico will be fired tomorrow. A lot of players are not playing. That for me is a big thing for as well. Who's gonna win the El Clasico? Hard to put it against Barcelona. Although Real Madrid on the remontada is back again, all that jazz, so who knows. But I'm going with Barcelona just because Barcelona has easily had Real Madrid's number 10 times out, pretty much every single time. Let Martinelli go and ball out for another manager. He's not built for this possession game Arteta wants to do, and Arsenal aren't going to stop possession ball in hurry without Arteta. Exactly. And that for me is the biggest thing. Because if we sacked Arteta, right? And let's just say we get Inzaghi, for example. Martinelli balls out instantly. I would argue Tierney stays at Arsenal. Because Tierney is arguably one of the most perfect left wing backs you can get for Inzaghi's system. Calafiori as well for me. He's not a left back. We haven't tested enough him out at left center back as well. For me personally, he's more of a left wing back or a left center back. I need to test him out. Like, if we play, let's just say 5 at the back and we need a left wing back, Calafiori and Tierney would be immaculate for that. But as a left back alone, for example, Calafiori doesn't work. It's very, very annoying that we have players that actually can do good. It's just the fact that the manager doesn't want to do so. Because for me, the way I see this, the manager and the coach should be the thing that he builds the system for the player to be the best he can be. Elevate his strengths, hide his weaknesses by elevating other players' strengths. And to be honest, he has done it to a certain extent, arguably, but it has come at a price that he has utterly ruined certain players. Martinelli is a proper striker, not a left wing forward. He won't grow with Mikel Arteta. Yeah, we haven't tried him as a striker as well on consistent basis, arguably.